and welcome back. We are here in LeGrand getting ready to leave, saying goodbye to all the friendly peeps. I'm not actually gonna say goodbye to them all. I will at least say hi to everybody since I walked in here. I saw, yep. Yeah, a lot happened last night, huh? Yep, you better believe it. I'll take you on. Hey, oh, sorry, man, I didn't get your fish. I'm so ashamed. Lady Laura, the three of us made lunch for you. Please take it. Thank you. Alright, what about us? You did muster up an admirable performance yesterday, but don't forget, we won't forgive you if you get too close to Lady Laura. And lest you blithely forget, take these as a helpful reminder. I don't think I need the wind to clue me on what they're implying. Must have put such a gaggle be annoying right to the very end. Wow, you guys are just straight up brats. Really, yep. Come on, Mom, I'm fine now. Do you know how much I was really worried about you? Maybe I should just put my junior Eisenberg dreams on hold until I'm a more dependable man. Aww. I should stop by the guild. I really can't think of it up for last night. I've given this fool the scolding of a lifetime. Good. Oh. I expected somebody to be in there. The fact that nobody was interesting. Yo. There we go. Boop. 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 Oh well. I did eventually want to buy those, so even if I never intend to use them. Let's go. Wait in the station. Yeah, let's go inside. We need to buy our tickets for the trip to Garrelia Fortress, too. Hey, Eustace, want to buy some snacks? Buy your own food. Let's head in, then. I like how attached at the hip she is to Eustace. Sorry, when I see trains, I'm so used to thinking of like 20 to 25 cars or more trains. Like, or like 50, or like some really long trains. That real long trains where I live. Ooh, I could see the castle for a second there. Wait, it's gone again. Well, the forest is quite dense around here. So we saw a lot of weird things at the castle. It was one thing after another from the moment we walked through the door. What are you looking at me for? Never mind. That was pretty great. Do you have this much fun in all your field studies? I just wish it was a little longer. Those 2 days went by so quickly. Well, the field study isn't over. We're on our way to our next location, so don't relax just yet. It looks like I must say farewell to Legram once again, for the time being. I wasn't expecting to, but I can't help but feel a little homesick already. I can understand why. It was a really welcoming place, and I didn't even get the sense that social classes were keeping people apart. True. It seems like a place that we nobles could learn much from. I'd definitely like to visit again in the future. It would be great to bring Fee and the others along next time, too. You're all more than welcome to the ground at any time. I can only hope that I'll continue to learn and grow now and when I next return. Yep. Yep. And road heading towards Keldic. Alright, let's get over our schedule again. We're currently en route to Keldic, where we'll rendezvous with Group B. From there, we'll take the Transcontinental Railroad to Garrelia Fortress on the Empire's eastern border. Garrelia Fortress is one of the Empire's longest strongholds. Largest, not longest. It's sometimes referred to as the wall that protects the nation from the threat of the Calvert Republic. That's a long title. I've heard it's ludicrously gigantic. Words. It also houses the 2 railway guns and has a military exercise going on the premises. Were those weapons that Gwen said he regretted constructing? Yeah. There are 2 massive orbital cannons pointed toward the east of Calvert. Or more specifically, they're aimed at the buffer zone between us and them, Cosmo State. They are pretty crazy, yeah. It's like you're looking at a mountain of iron. I was pretty overwhelmed when I first saw them. You've actually seen the railway guns in person? Yeah, Gramps took Claire, Lecter, and me to see them this one time. These are the mightiest weapons in the Empire, wrought by the hands of man since the greater collapse. I want you to consider what it means that such weapons have been placed here. Well, something like that anyway. To consider what it means. He has a flair for the dramatic in that. Come to think of it, today's the day, isn't it? The day that the Chancellor is scheduled to depart for Crossville with Prince Olivert. Guess the trade conference kind of snuck up on us, huh? I think that's where Lecter's going, too. I want to go to Crossville. There's supposed to be this really famous theater group there, and they have a huge theme park, right? That's what I've heard. But you probably know more about that than I do. Apparently, President Toa is going as part of an entourage to further her studies. Really? She never fails to impress. I hear she's getting job offers from a bunch of different companies ready to hire her right after graduation. Well, she does merit the high esteem people lavish on her. Yeah? She's the pride of the academy. Straight up. She is like the most hard-working student there. Oh, jeez, Louise. Beep. All passengers disembark here in Keldic. Please exit via the platform via the bridge. I repeat, do not approach the rope barriers on platform 1. Passengers wishing to travel on the Transcontinental Railroad, please proceed to platform 2. What's going on here? Well, the security feels kind of ominous. It seems the railway military police is guarding the opposite platform. Yeah, I wonder if...
Well, isn't this quite the coincidence?
Whoa.
Captain Claire!
It's Claire! Did you come to see me?
Just a coincidence, I'm afraid. Eisengraf will be passing through here soon, so this station's operating under heightened security.
Oh, right!
Still, I'm happy to see you again. It's been, what, 2 months since I last saw you?
It's like a big sister. She really is attached to Captain Claire. Yeah, almost like sisters. Actually, both of them are Ironborns. At any rate, good day, everyone. We thank you again for all your help during the recent crisis in Heimdall. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, we simply did our citizens' duty. Ah, jeez. Words! More importantly, what's the meaning of all this extra security? And what is this Eisengraf you mentioned? As an Iron Count? A special express train will momentarily be passing by Platform 1. This train will be passing through at high speeds. Travelers on the platform are advised to exercise caution. Special express trains? It couldn't be. Ah, right on time. There's Toa, and there's the prince, and there's Prince Oliver. My man could see it moving that fast. So that was the Eisengraf. Come to think of it, I had rumors of a special Crimson train. It's supposedly reserved for members of the Imperial government. I've been on it before. It's really fast. It's pretty fancy inside, too. The Eisengraf, or the Iron Count in the common parlance, is so titled in honor of the Chancellor Osborne himself. I do hear him call the Blood and Iron Chancellor all the time, so I can understand the Iron part. But isn't a Chancellor a commoner by birth? He is indeed, however. He was granted the title of Count by His Majesty when he was made Chancellor 11 years ago. Supposedly that's what led to the train being given its name shortly thereafter. I see. I doubt he, of all people, sees any worth in titles or peerage. Green? Yeah, sorry, I was distracted. Something bothering you? Your attention seems elsewhere. Still feeling tired after yesterday? No, not really. I just happened to catch a glimpse of Toa and Prince Oliver on the train as it passed by. Wow, I'm surprised you could even make them out. You must have a hawk eyes to be able to see them when the Eisengraf whooshed by so quickly. It was probably just a coincidence. It was more just a glance, though, but I could see them clearly, in detail. What was that just now? As long as you're not feeling unwell. Yeah, that is impressive. Like, I don't remember why that is, but still, like, no human normally could see something like that. Here it comes. Yeah, looks like we didn't have to wait long after all. Oh, there they are. Green, over here! Come on, we haven't got all day. We saved you guys some seats. Well, if you'll excuse us, Captain. See you later, Claire! And of course, have a safe trip, everyone. Whoa, 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 who's that classy-looking babe? Gah, I should have stayed on the train. I thought their class was a bit short. I was like, wow, they only had 4 people? I forgot Crow was there. We received word from Squad 8. No unusual movements have been detected near the Twin Dragons Bridge. We also received word from Squad 21. It reported all high-speed armored cars are in position. Understood. Remain vigilant until the Eisengriff is finished passing through. Once it reaches Crossbow City, we'll have the squad switch to Phase D. Yes, ma'am. Are you sure the Imperial Liberation Front will show themselves? They will. I'm certain of it. Oh, that looks cool. Look at that. We're gonna talk or... I see. It sounded like Group A had quite an eventful couple of days too. Yeah, though I find it kind of hard to believe that you guys could have seen the ghost of Leanne's sandlot. That's ridiculous. Are you sure you weren't just hallucinating or something? You can think whatever you like. We totally saw her, I swear! Well, ghost or not, there was definitely someone there besides us. Anyway, that's enough about ghosts and spirits for the time being. I'm more concerned about the affairs of the living, like Portovo and the Radiant Plate Master. It sounds like Duke Cayenne is up to something too, and he's not someone we can afford to take lightly. We didn't run into anything like that in Drive's Special Economic Zone. I guess it makes sense seeing as it's under direct control under the Imperial government and not a noble. Oh, that's right, I forgot that's where they went to run Jirai. I seem to recall that it was annexed 8 years ago today. Yeah, the Empire has stitched it on nice and neat, without much opposition. Now, it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place. And the revenue generated from taxes there goes directly to the Imperial government's coffers, instead of the pockets of the nobility. It's hardly a mystery why the reformers think it's highly. I'm a little concerned about the upcoming trade conference in Crossbow. Same goes for the Imperial Liberation Front. They've been awfully quiet since that show they put on last month. Now that you mention it, that does seem rather suspicious. Isn't that related to why we're going to Garrelia Fortress? It's not the main reason, but it's not entirely unrelated. I'll let you look forward to finding out all about it when you get to the fortress itself. Anyway, how many of you passed the Garrelia Fortress by train before? I see. Just us, huh? I can't wait to see everyone's first reactions. True? Why's that? I've seen photographs of these. My camera can't really capture how ridiculous it is. Yep, it's supposed to be this macho gateway to the Empire, but it just seems like they're trying way too hard. What's that supposed to mean? Gateway to the Empire and one of the largest military bases in the country. I look forward to the chance to see it in person. And we cross the Twin Dragons Bridge. I wonder where I got the name. And there's Crossbow. Yep. Testing a cruise and provincial army base, and several stations later, it was finally time to pass the Garrelia Fortress, which loomed large on the border with Crossville State. Now it took 2 hours. The Ministry of Airways wishes to thank all The next step is Garrelia Fortress. Garrelia Fortress. Train will stop for 5 minutes. Please be aware only authorized personnel may disembark at this station. Be advised that all orbital photography is strictly prohibited within the fortress and is punishable by imperial law. Any attempt at unauthorized recording may result in the confiscation of your equipment and detention by the authorities. Wow, that was kind of... It sounded pretty severe for a train announcement. Well, we are passing through a military facility. I don't think they're being unreasonable. Do you really think that's the issue here? I'm not sure that I'm not sure having that be one of the first things foreigner visitors here is... Yeah? Oh, we finally here. What in Adios's name is that? Just a giant wall. The scale is just... This is Garrelia Fortress? An entire place built from iron and concrete. Just how much money has the army dumped into the building all of this? Yep, I was about as entertained as I'd hoped. But I was surprised. I thought the same things when I first saw it. On the crossbow side, all you can see is the cliff, though. What did you bring us out here to show us? What else? We're here so you can see the true essence of what makes an army. What comprises the military strength and forms its foundation. And what other place in Erebonia has that on display as clearly as here. Okay. Dude, I've never been to a military base. I wonder if it'd be interesting to go to one day. I'm sure that's like most people have never been to a military base. Who are there? Engineers and tradesmen, mostly. You'll see a lot of them around here. Keeping a fortress the size of this running a full-time job for more than just the military people. It's almost like its own town here. Yep. To think that such a bustling center of trade is so close to a massive military facility like this. Yeah, Cosmo City is only about 30 minutes away by train. On top of the fortress, you can even see the skyscraper where the trade conference is going to be held.
I see you've arrived. Oh.
Instructor Neidhart!
Good morning, Major Neidhart. Instructor Valestein of Thor's Military Academy, homeroom teacher for Class 7, reporting the arrival of myself and all students in my care.
Acknowledging your arrival at 11:30 hours. Welcome to Garrelia Fortress. In addition to my teaching duties at the Academy, I hold the rank of Major in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I'll be acting as your guide, as well as your instructor for special lectures during your time here at the Fortress. Now, if you'll follow me...
I like Neidhart. He's cool. Seems pretty epic. Pretty nice guy. Okay. Including today, you have 2 days remaining in this month's field study. However, we won't be assigning you any tasks during that time. Instead, you'll be participating in a series of special lectures and a field trip. A field trip? Here? So what exactly does that entail, instructor? At 1400 hours today, a joint military exercise will be taking place at Garrelia's Proving Ground. The 4th and 5th Armored Divisions will be participating, and you will be observing it. We're going to watch a military exercise? The 4th Armored Division, huh? The 4th Armored Division is led by none other than Elliot's dad, Lieutenant General Olaf Craig. By all accounts, it's one of the strongest armored divisions in the Imperial Army. And did you know our friend the Major here is the most promising young member? It's true. Moving on. As I said, you'll only be observing this exercise, not actively participating. I imagine that some of you feeling rather relieved, doesn't it? It does sound like a pretty easy assignment after all. But we'll see how many of you feel the same after experiencing it for yourselves. That's all from me. It's currently 11:50 hours. Lunch has been prepared for you in the mess hall. I'd advise you all to eat. Your field trip isn't something to be undertaken on an empty stomach. Okay. So, this food. We have salty corned beef, and I think I'm getting a hint of peas from the soup. You could use this bread as a lethal projectile. I don't think it would have hurt to use a few more herbs or flavors in general. Calling this edible would be generous. I've heard plenty of rumors about the food they serve in the Imperial Army, but I wouldn't have guessed they'd all be true. I don't think the food they served in the mess hall at Cinder Gate was this bad, though. I don't think it would kill them to serve them with something more appetizing. This is the exact same thing they served when I came in my class last year. Probably in the same batch, too, from the look of it. Really brings back memories. I was pretty surprised the time my dad brought me to eat here, too. You guys really think it's that bad? It really brings back memories for me, too. At least there's some cheese and an apple. The food served in the army makes use of common ingredients that are easy to preserve and store. Ingredients used to make all the food on your trays can be easily stockpiled in large quantities. So even if a war to break out, a meal could still be served without any trouble. So that explains it. I see. So the army serves simple foods all the time to avoid the decreasing in morale from wartime rationing. Well, not all the time. However, one can think of this food as a philosophical statement from the continent's strongest army, in the sense that it suggests that soldiers should live and work each day as though a war effort depends on them. Every day? So they should be just as tense during times of peace as during times of war? Well, it's a bit too much mind over matter idealism for my taste, but it's worth being aware of. Ow, my neck. And to throw a different perspective in the mix here, the food the provincial army serves is actually pretty good. Good enough that you can't help but wonder how they'd cope if an actual war would ever break out. Well, it's not like serving good food means you have a crappy army. I hear our neighbor Liberal serves up some pretty tasty food in their army. Liberal's army is fairly elite. Probably because of the threat of them being neighbors to the Empire keeps them tense. I feel a little conflicted hearing you say that. Well, those things are all about fighting against bad. If you eat nothing but dull, bland food all the time, you know, they say you are what you eat. I could do with fewer of your pithy remarks in my diet instructor manual, so. Anyway, as you heard, there's going to be. So you got an hour to do what you like. I'll make an announcement half an hour before, so be sure to listen and do whatever it tells you. Or whatever we like. Does it mean we can explore the fortress? Of course. You're more than welcome to roam around as long as you don't poke your nose in any restricted areas. So go ahead and explore. There's plenty worth seeing. If you're feeling a little tired for just so far, you're welcome to rest in your rooms. You'd be ashamed to waste such a valuable opportunity. Yup. Cool. These days, yep. Aww. I don't think I could keep this stuff down if it weren't for the letters to take my mind off of it. The Vanders are a military. Yep. You got. Yep. And then there's another Vander in the 7th. Oh, cool. Oh, my controller's low on Bats Hurry. What? Did you want to complain about the food some more? Oh, it's just a welcome meal, so it's not like the food every day of the week. Just 6 days out of 7. No, man, I was just saying hey. There are thousands of soldiers. Again, nothing personal against your food, man. You know. Whoa, motor pool. I want to see. Yeah, there's a lot of. Whoa, jeez. Look at that. That's impressive. Seems like this hangar's for tanks and armored cars. It's kind of staggering to see so many lined up in one place. Yeah? Well, lunch is waiting for me afterwards. I can hear call my name. So relatable! Yep. Can you believe it? Poor guy looks tired. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to this. You've never seen military exercise before, right, me? Yeah, this will be my first time. I take it you have been? Yeah, my dad showed me one last time he brought me here. He really does want me to join the military, but I really don't think I'll ever be able to suit it. I care about his dad, the more curious I get. I'm not entirely sure how... Yep. Well, they cover their Macy's, don't they? Unfortunately, so. I'm sure they'll be using them for this military exercise, too. The defense won't stand a chance. Yeah. My daughter's turning 3 soon. Don't worry, Dad will be home soon. We just need to survive his overtime. Yep. Cool. Uh-huh. And so... okay. This place is freaking huge! Yeah, that dude looks like he needs a nap. We go out here, I guess. Wow. Yeah. Epic, isn't it? What's up? I can't believe the size of this place. Oh, given that uniform, you must be one of the students from Thor's. Feel free to look around if you like, but try to stay out of my way. We're all incredibly busy at the moment, so if you don't mind, I ask you to make your way to the corner over there instead of hanging around here. Understood. Thank you very much. Yep. Guys, are you okay? I'm just kind of shocked by how different the atmosphere here is from Zinder Gate. Well, it is a major military base right on the border of Crossbow. Should, yep. This fortress is the very definition of oversized. Ignoring the excessive display of military power, I imagine that the posturing is meant to show the crews and provincial army that they can crush them on a whim. I suppose. I don't agree with my father's actions. I can't say I'm comfortable with this place's presence either. Aw, can't you see it? I guess you can't see it from here after all. Yep. I'll be mad if I get too close to them. What are you up to now, Milliam? You know that huge Orcus tower where they're holding a trade conference? I'm trying to get a good view of that. Yeah, they mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle on the radio. Can you actually see it from all the way over here, though? That'd be incredible. Would I ever lie to you? You could have gotten cramps instead of being stuck in some stupid field study. Why'd you join Class 7, then? Most people think it's just for the sad finance rules and stuff for Western Samaria. We're gonna try to get Crossbow to become part of Arabia. The prince is gonna be there, so he'll probably just try to shake things up a bit. I wonder if... What's up with that kid? How'd you even get in here? Making my way downtown, gonna run around. Fortress. Okay. Go over here. Oh, there's a treasure chest. I don't want to talk to all these people, so I'm not going to. Yeah, but you might get a cool item. Yeah, I doubt it. I played this game enough to know, but also not really. I hear that the fortress from my father. Yep. I can see why he's so busy. He's around training all the soldiers in places this massive. Indeed, I feel that reality this is finally sinking in. I have no idea how his teachings are actually being applied, but perhaps one of the opportunities find out during it. Yep. The soldiers here seem pretty well trained, pretty well equipped too. You'd expect from the Empire's biggest fortress. Fee, I'm not sure that's something you should say within the earshot of the soldiers. Oh, old habits die hard. Hey, what's up? Hey there. I got permission to sell to you. Yep. Smoking a Garrelia fortress. As long as you don't cause any problems, you'll be alright. Thanks, boss man! Really? You're just sitting? Oh, you taking a rest, Emma? I did a short walk around, but everything about this fortress is so imposing. It made me feel a little faint. Huh, I feel you there. But even now, it's hard to believe that she's the same person who almost single-handedly guided us through that castle. Green? No, never mind. Oh, but there is one thing that's been bugging me ever since we arrived on my ground. I feel like just out of the corner of my eye, I catch glimpses of a small black shadow following us. Ever since we got to the fortress, I haven't seen it. Really? Maybe you're possessed by something. Possessed? Yikes. That's kind of an unsettling thought. It is, isn't it? Let's hope we get back. I like he's low-key, like, You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, my lady? Yo, what's up? Oh yeah, Tova gave me a call about what happened in the Gram. He had a mechanical monster show up in the city limits? Yeah, Tova looked pretty concerned when we first mentioned it to him, too. Do you know anything about them? Well, I'm no stranger to the group that makes them. They go by the name Ouroboros. They're a secret society of sorts that acts in the shadows all across the continent. Wow, we don't know how many members there are or what they're capable of. Honestly, we don't know much about them at all. What we do know is they have access to technology more advanced than the most cutting-edge research institutes. And they've been behind several crises that have threatened to shake the foundations of entire nation-states. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd find it hard to swallow. There's no denying what we saw up there. Well, you don't need to come to grips with it just yet. We'll call them mechanical monsters like the ones you fought we call archaisms. Yep. Here's one more telling you after another statement. Oh, that's heavy. Just in your opinion. Well, that's the tricky thing about them. It doesn't necessarily mean that at all. There have been cases where they are known to put archaisms out in the wild purely to test their abilities, for example. So it's something to keep in the back of your mind at least. Wow. What do you mean? Just talk to yourself. Anyways, just focus on your feels right now. I should have been paying more attention to that, but that's okay. See, who have I not talked to yet? So you're the student that came to Toa Fortress. Yes, sir. He's wearing an officer uniform. I wonder if he's... This is Lieutenant General Walter, the commander of the Garrelia Fortress. He also serves as the division commander for the 5th Armored Squad, which is stationed here. I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us the opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, these strong lacking in manners, hardly built like a soldier. I have my doubts you'll be able to enter the military's training regiment with a physique like that. You sure you're training them properly, Major? My apologies, sir. But here Academy has a former bracer as a combat instructor. They must really be scraping bottom. I've heard of the Purple Lightning before, of course, but a bracer is still a bracer. Being such an important role in the hands of a civilian is ridiculous. The famous Thor's isn't what it used to be. No surprises there. Those are a checklist for the stereotypical Imperial Army soldier. Keep in mind, though, that we're constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have a problem with your class conducting your field studies here, but see to it that you don't get in the way. Jerk. Yeah, he's certainly strict. He is responsible, yep. Considering the ongoing tensions between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allows you to come at all. I won't forget it. He's like, with a physique like that. I mean, to be fair, Reen is very slender, but like he is not like ripped or super built like tough, but still. Okay, so I can't go that way. This place is freaking huge. Like, I know it's not, but... like, the biggest, but it certainly is among the biggest areas in the game, dude. There we go. Airship. Looks like they've... yep. I don't know, man. What's up? Crazy. It's almost really is night and day. So, what's wrong with you? Oh, we're just talking about the difference between this place is to Jirai. Jirai was super lively, but this place. I think Crow's having withdrawals now that he's somewhere without easy access to the casino at all times. Was it really that amazing? It was. I didn't know what to expect with the recent annexation by Arabonia, but it looked completely fine. Had offices and entertainment districts, and all of the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go as far as to say they were happy to be under imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go that far. Oh? A little... yeah. Use some pretty forceful tactics to get them to agree. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the imperial government's pockets. Wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But paying taxes is a citizen's duty. It's only natural to do so now that they're under Arabonia's protection, right? Sounds like a pretty complicated issue. Hey, where have I not gone? Oh. Yep. Yep. Yep, set off towards the proving grounds. Interesting. Armored cars and tanks. The inside of the armored cars was narrow and cramped, that the smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The car shook and rattled on the uneven grounds, rumbling us around like an iron coffin on wheels. Cool. Wow. Oxen main battle tanks. There's plenty of older model tanks out there too. It even looks like they have airships here. Oh yeah, those are like the ones we saw in Moonward. Welcome! Oh. So that's Elliot's dad. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the handmaid jumped from father to son, right? Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, Nighthawks. And Instructor Valestein, I believe. Pleased to meet you. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum.
Think nothing of it. Many of these finances may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army after all. Besides, I will out to old General Van Dyke.
Ah, these must be... What a piercing stare. So this is Craig.
Elliot, my boy, it's so good to see you again!
Huh? Give him a hug.
Must have been half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you got, too. I've seen it in the photos, but it looks better on you in person.
Dad, come on.
You still got a long way to go if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes she'll stay my little cherub forever. But you're a man of Arabonia, and the men of Arabonia must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Aww. Dad, I can't breathe.
There does seem to be some differences from the story. You kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona.
We'll be right along. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Crick, commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Divisions. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. The exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions, armored regiments of the Formation Center Infantry Armor. Okay. Our targets will be using the previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with paint bullets. For all the other religious taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. Do you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours, right on schedule. Now begin today's military exercise. Fifth Armored Division, Armored Regiment will advance first. 4th Armored Division. Deploy to the right and to the left. Holy crap. Wow. It's certainly potent. So this is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. You said these things are all Axons, right? They're a type of main battle tank that I first developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you would never see decimal points done. They might be the strongest heavy tanks in the world. The Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the wing, so that's kinda crazy. If you try fighting things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. And that's true for our own nation as it is for others. You just can't get used to this. Just the sound of artillery firing is enough to make you start shaking. I don't think it's something you should get used to. If the sounds of gun and warfare ever stop bothering me, I'd be worried. I guess it's another kind of strength. Military service, our exercise came to an end. Led by General Craig withdrew to an encampment near the fortress. Meanwhile, we returned to the fortress where Major Neidhart outlined the results of the training exercise. After that... Ah, jeez. Sorry I had to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it. We're the guests here after all. Thank you for your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner is a million times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hash beef day! Huh? That's an Imperial Army tradition, isn't it? Oh, just the smell's making me hungry. Yeah, where'd your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander with Instructor Neidhart. She did ask to eat without her tonight. Alright, well, if she's with Major Neidhart, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armored Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red, but they got the Major too, and he's kind of scary. Like a division of muscle men. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hash beef's gonna go cold. See you tomorrow, guys. So what up, right, dudes? Looks like curry. It's actually delicious. I think it's like a night and day compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me. Oh, come on, guys. What's with all the gloomy faces? You think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook? What were you expecting to see out there? I'm sure you can understand at least a little how we feel. It's like, has everything we've learned in our time at the Academy been for nothing? Academics, the arts, individual skill in combat, none of those matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If you're all looking to do is fight a war, you don't need any of those. All you need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The accents are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be. Yeah, like, this kind of does... I'm going to stop reading here for a minute. I'm just going to let it hover, and then I'll just talk over it. But that is kind of, like, bringing it into perspective, because they're honing their individual battle skills as well as other things. So it kind of, you know... I don't know, though. Still, I think you might have been misunderstanding something important all this time. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. The same could be said of a sword or a gun. Yep. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to do the military. Yep. Oh, jeez, my eye's starting to water. I think I got something in my eye. Yep. Sure did. I got up to the trade conference, too. As well as the latest on the terrorists. There's no information about the Imperial Liberation Front? Before I get to that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical... In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture, which I'll bring you up to speed on the info I just mentioned. After that, you'll be granted special permission to view the railway guns. I see. Looking forward to that. So we've got a praise. Yep. Yep. The fortress happens to be the power in a very striking, easy to understand form. As students of the military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of that power. What? Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hashed rice, beef rice. Yep. And switch up. Alright, we is approaching the end of the episode here. Oh, uses. If you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I'd sooner throw it away than give it to you. What's going on? Clickety clack. Okay, that should do it. Alright. That covers today's quota. Yep. Alright, we're going to end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.